Abusuya Kennedy a compare Agyapong e de anu ye kakra aba afa Abronye ne nsensem e course e showdown ase ene nyoma bi a e kame akoye se e to abonten e fa bo a wabo akwa mebafo Abronye ene eni nsem a woka e de fa ne ho.
The way Abronye insulted me, he is a good friend that I've helped. Because of politics, he gets opportunity to talk to me anyhow. And everybody says, don't say anything. That I would not accept. If Agyapong is quiet, it doesn't mean I will let anybody take me for granted. That is not Agyapong. It means I'll be faking. The truth is truth, and I've always defended. I could not allow this guy to diss me the way he dissed me in front of people, and I could not say anything. And let me give you a reference. If you know Mike Tyson and his wife granted interview. And in the course of the interview, the wife insulted Mike Tyson. He didn't even understand it until they got home and they explained what the wife said about him. That caused the divorce. Okay? But I'm not illiterate, that I don't even understand the insinuations Abronye was casting for me to be quiet. If you want to be president and people say things like this, you are not able to correct them, then you are not going to be effective leader. I needed to respond swiftly and spontaneously. And the same language should be used to check him. Somebody that I have fed, I've given him cars. I spent 480,000 on his campaign. This man told me Bawumia has brought a northerner to unseat him. So he needed help. I gave him 480,000. They should go and ask my nephew or Sapo and Eduse. So I was surprised.
You mean Abronye DC told you this?
Yeah, I'm saying that I have done all this for him. But because of politics, he stood in front of the people, party people, to disrespect me. And people are saying, you don't have to say anything. A man that you have fed before comes openly because of politics to diss you, and everybody says quiet. Then this is not Agyapong. Agyapong is faking to be president. I want to be natural. I want to be real. I want to prove to Ghanaians that I am a swift decision maker. I can take, and I'm bold, and take responsibility for everything that goes wrong. I will not shy away. I needed to respond. But based on Brekum and what has happened last night, I think it's better I withdraw. That is why I'm pulling out, because the safety of my entourage is not going to be protected. They are not going to be protected. That is why I'm pulling out.
Did I hear you say that you are withdrawing from the Thank You tour?
Yes.
Why?
Because if anybody who supports me is under threat, there's a gentleman here. When he shows you the video, they said he's a relative of President Kofi. And the threats, I can't protect all of them. I need to go back. But I want to assure Bawumia's group that I am going to regroup. And you see, all the strength you are pulling, why didn't you pull that strength and fast on NDC and you were running away? You were running away. Look at what NDC did. And you guys were running away. You know, it is only NPP internally that they feel they are bold. But we started the party in 1990. And the Ronnies were able to resist. So it's not by violence. We are going to use wisdom. But if it's violence, well, I will not tell you what I'm going to do. Because as a leader and a commander, you always don't unleash your ammunition for your opponent to know your intention. Case close. So thank you very much.
All right, Ken, please just indulge us for just a few minutes, if you don't mind, sir.
People are waiting for me.
Just
a few minutes.
Just a minute, sir, just a minute. There are some people who feel that this whole idea of involving yourself and the other competitors who lost to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia in the thank you tour, it's a bad idea, and that it would only further deepen the cracks within the party, and that Bawumia is the one who led the party in the 2024 election. You should have just gone for his thank you tour instead of extending this invitation to, persons like you and the others. And that what we're beginning to see is only a confirmation of the fear or the anxieties that some persons had from the beginning. In fact, Kojo Pienim, who's the former chief of staff, thinks that the thank you tour should even stop, and that is not fulfilling, it's not achieving its objective.
I tend to agree with them, but I'm not going to comment on it. What I have seen, I tend to agree with them. I leave it like that.
Okay. There's this incident which has been reported widely by the newspapers, and also it's online. It has to do with a student who was stabbed as a result of some altercation between him and some bodyguards. And we want to find out from you. In fact, we're told that you went to the police to file a complaint, and you also were very instrumental in making sure that this student we're talking about received the best of medical care. What exactly happened from what you know, sir?
All right. Thank you very much. Yesterday, we left Tono regions, and came to Kumasi, Buakwa area. In fact, Wunjumi spoke very well. It was nice. And we are all calling for unity, quoting in the Bible, that unity is important and necessary for our cause. So, yesterday, the first place, the Buakwa, we have a place called Banas, Kumasi. We went there to eat lunch. And the third place, which was the second place of Ashanti, we were supposed to be there by 5 o'clock. I don't know, my Ashanti group apparently invited some supporters. So when I got there, I saw students from Tech and some ladies wearing, they call themselves Ken ladies. Honestly, it is Dr. Bawumia's campaign thank you tour. So I don't want to outshine him or take the shine from him. So I signaled them that they should stop whatever they were doing. Apparently the vice president was even there, but he didn't come out until I got there, and I went to sit. Then he also came in. I didn't see anything, for the exception of these young men. When they mentioned my name, students, they were singing and all those things, very touchy songs. We finished the program. Dr. Bawumia also has Bawumia ladies. They also came to cheer him up and everything. It's cool. So after the program, I left. But on my way, I had a call that Bawumia's team, one security guy has stabbed a student. I said, how? So I did the investigation. We turned and we checked where he was. They said he went to St. Traso Hospital. Then they said it was serious, so they had to take him to Kompanochi. So we rushed down to Kompanochi. And when we went there, we saw it there. It was serious. The way the guy was bleeding and everything. So we called the chief executive of Kompanochi. He was attacked and rushed down to the hospital to give him good attention and everything. But let me correct this. In fact, Dr. Bawumia's security, we all know each other. So when we go, we shake hands and everything. But there's this boy, Ali Shurat, who is also part of his security. I don't know if he's in charge of Ashanti region. When we got to the Church of Pentecost, he has brought a team again, besides Dr. Bawumia's security that we've been going around with. A new guys came in. They were using Toyota heads. And the students were smart. They took the car number when the incident happened. So I didn't know anything because we are all friends. We shook hands, everything. So when I did the investigation, then I realized it's the new guys who came in. The Aswansi guys came in and did that, and one of them stabbed me. And the thing is, it was a friend of mine who gave them just 1,000 cedis. Then these security guys snatched it from the boys. So they started arguing that no, it's a gift to us by this man. So the man himself came in and said, no, the 1,000 cedis is for the students, not for you. Then the security guys were so low, they gave 200 cedis to the students. And the students said, no, look at the number of people here. How are we going to share 200 cedis? So when they were arguing with them, then they gave a warning shot. They have the bullet pass, everything, and the police. The boys were smart. I was not at the scene, but they took some of them, the shells, and took it to the police. So when they were running away, and one of the guys, we know him very well, he just stabbed the boy. And it was serious. He's still at the hospital. So those of you see, we are doing politics. But the truth must be told. If you make a mistake, just apologize. But they are turning things around that, Agyapong's boys were fighting over 2,000 cedis and one of them stabbed him. Always trying to paint their candidate as innocent and everything. It won't help us. Me, I'm preaching unity. If not, I would have retaliated easily. You are not the guy. I can take care of him well. But you same person, you go there and preach unity. Then you go and retaliate. It defeats the purpose. That is why I've calmed everybody down. My security, they were furious because they know each other. And I said, please, don't let us spoil this, let's leave it. So that is what actually happened. And the gentleman is still at the hospital. That is why I said, look, the way things are going, what happened at Brikum